Hello and welcome to my channel. I really should stop doing that. Hello, welcome to my channel, Innerbeing. Hello, welcome to my channel, Inner Journey with Meditation. Okay, today I want to talk about your inner being and emotions or feelings, really. I sometimes have these questions and I dialogue with my inner being, and we and I get these incredible answers. So I just thought I might share it. I'll share it with you. Right. So because every time I come to these questions and these discussions, I always think to myself, oh well, another reason to connect with your inner being, another reason to connect with your inner being. So right, let's get to it. Let's get to what I'm trying to say. I wanted to so I was doing the washing up, household chores. The kids went around, so I just started pondering about feelings and emotion, in particular the emotion called love. And it's an interesting one because all that you're capable of feeling, all the love, the different kind of love that you feel, is because you have that. Oh, this chair is bothering me. There are different kinds of love, right? You have love for your partner, your husband or your wife, love for your children, so parental love for your friends, love for your siblings. These are different kinds of love, but it's still love and it's still emotion, right? And in my conversation, it turns out that I am able to express this love because my inner being, I was going to say my inner being has it for me, but it's not that. It's more that you as a consciousness have I was going to say you as a consciousness have this love, this capacity to love. And I'm just repeating. I feel like I'm going around in circles. So I'm trying to understand emotions. I'm trying to understand emotions and feelings. Some people say it's bad to feel hatred or hate, or at least term it negative emotions, and so therefore you must always be at the positive end, with the love end. And I find that a little bit confusing, because all your feelings is part of your whole self. And when I say your whole self, I mean your inner being, your higher self. You're able to express feelings because you have it within you. Not just you, the physical you have it within you, the wider you have all the feelings. So there are two things here that I'm trying to say. You have not just two things. There are a few things I'm trying to say here, and I'm trying to figure out which order to say them in. First of all, I've just said you have emotions and feelings. You already have them within you. They're all directed to you from your inner being and from your higher self. All those emotions together to you. You are here in physical form, and you separate out those emotions. So you have them coming to you, and you have love as a parent, love as a lover, love as a sibling, love as a friend. You love people in a different way, but actually you get all of that. You have so when people say you have all of that directed to you, so when people say you feel so much love, this love that's directed to you, it's big love. You cannot imagine how much love is directed to you. It's if you really knew and understood how much you were loved. Anyway, that's one thing. On the other hand, like I said, we've come here to to experience these different emotions and to interact with others through this experience. That's kind of one of the reasons we're here, to interact with each other, and to experience and express this emotion, the emotions of love. So that's put that to one side for a bit. And then I started wondering, well, if I have love to give, then I also have hate and aggression, and this is termed as negative emotion. And the reality is, these emotions are energy. So technically speaking, they're both valid. So if you imagine that love is some sort of an energy, imagine, pedaling a bicycle to power in an electricity, like this is the love one, I'm just pedaling. Then technically speaking, aggression and hate is the same thing. It's still powering the electricity, just like the love is powering the electricity. They're both energy. So why is one viewed as wrong and one viewed as right? Why do we have laws in countries to keep us civilized, when really I just want to express my positive emotion as well as my negative emotion, or perceived negative emotion? That's what. So it's perceived negative. I want the right. I want to be able to express my negative and my aggression as much as I want to be able to express my love and happiness. What's the difference? Why should I why should I choose between one or the other? I should just be able to do both. Now that sounds kind of stupid, because as far as I'm concerned, I think it is wrong to be aggressive. I don't know where this is going. I do think it is wrong to be aggressive, but it's this conversation that, this dialogue. It is this dialogue that I was having, and I thought, this is messed up. This doesn't make any sense. Why would I, according to the laws of, is it the laws of the universe? I don't know. If emotions is just energy, and therefore we should just express them the way that we feel like expressing them, then what stops somebody picking up a gun and shooting me? I'm just shoot you, poop. I just feel like expressing my negative emotions towards you. What? It doesn't make any sense. What stops a man pounding his wife to death because of something or other, and it's like, well, I just feel like expressing my aggressive energy towards you. That doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, how can you, and why would you? And then you say, because the victim chooses to be there. I was like, no, that doesn't make any sense. That makes it even worse. sense. You know, you mean I married somebody and therefore I am, you know, I am being in this abusive relationship and therefore I chose to be here? That doesn't make any friggin' sense. It's a shame, and it's sad, I think, for me anyway, that some people come here to, not some people, consciousness. Is consciousness the right word? Is consciousness the right word? Entity, spirit. I don't know. I'll use the term consciousness because it sounds a bit more scientific. Consciousness, they choose to come into this life to express and experience both spectrum of the emotional scale, the love side and the hate side. My light is flickering. I just find it sad that some people, but you may not even know that you're one of them, that some people choose to come to this life to express hate, you know. And on the flip side of that, people also choose to experience hate, you know, to be at the receiving end of that. I find that incredibly sad, you know. It just seems like such a waste of emotion, really, of all the things you could be doing. And how, if you're the victim of hate and aggression, I mean, you're sitting there saying, what? I chose to do this to myself? That doesn't make any sense. Why would I do that? Why would I say that to myself? About some of my other experiences, I would say, I didn't choose to do this. Why would I choose for this to happen to me? So again, it all comes back to the same answer. If you're a victim of these negative emotions, aggression, hate, anger, you should ask yourself, you should ask your inner being, what the frig am I doing here? What am I doing here? I didn't agree to this. I shouldn't be swearing, maybe YouTube. You should be angry. You didn't agree to this. Really? Did you really agree to this? Really? This life that you're living? Is this the life that you agreed to? Don't you want to find out why? 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 You should demand an answer. You should demand an answer from your inner being as to why you're living as the victim of these negative emotion and negative situation. That's the only thing. This is the only way that I can see some sort of a logic, that it's so that you can find out why. I know there's an answer. I know there's an answer for everything. That much I am pretty sure of. So go and find out. Don't you want to find out why? Thank you for watching this video. I don't have anything else to say, except, please, I don't have anything else to say except, oh, thank God I didn't choose to show hatred or experience it. No, never mind. I actually do experience it, you know, so, but that's by the by. I'm talking about being in a permanent situation where you feel this directed towards you. and you can't get out of it, and you think, why am I here? Why can't I get out of this situation? So yes, I would say, please do get connected to your inner being and demand an answer. And the funny thing is, it's not just to demand an answer. It's that your inner being will lead you out of it if you want to come out of it. I mean, I'm sure you want to come out of it, but did you hear that? Your inner being can and will lead you out of it. Is that why you came? I don't know. I'm just saying that if I was in that situation, I would be looking to connect to my inner being and demanding they show me the the shortest route out of that situation. Out of that situation. And please, if you're there, know that that's the other thing. If you're there, know that there is a way out. There is a way out. That's all I can say. You're here for a reason. Find out. If you're one of those that's come to express hate, I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say to you. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.